Hi, this is June from Turning Point Life Investment, and this is your stock market analysis for February 10th, 2011. Okay, looking at SPY here, the market just continues to trend higher this week. Although it seems like that breadth and momentum is slowly dying down a bit, you can see that we're not making leaps and bounds. We're just kind of crawling each day higher. Now, what's interesting about this market is that we're starting to see some divergence, some bearish divergence. If I were to put on the MACD or the MACD, right there you can see as the market trends higher, the MACD is getting weaker and weaker. So it's telling us breadth and momentum is definitely waning and starting to slow down, even though market's moving higher. Now, what's interesting is that the market presented itself with a rising bearish wedge, which usually is a sign of a pretty significant top. So if you were to connect this support line and then just kind of draw the upper resistance, and you can see this rising wedge that the market was in for the last couple of weeks. And just on Friday, we had a pretty big gap down, which we haven't seen in quite some time. A huge gap down, and it kind of stalled and stayed underneath this gap. So it's telling us that the market most likely is ready for some kind of a pullback, and I think it's due for some kind of a pullback, given that it's been up for a good month or two without any significant correction. So that's probably what's going to happen sooner or later, that the market it might experience some kind of pullback. More importantly, I think the key marker here is closing this gap that which the market has managed to stay above, and especially if it breaks underneath this 20-day moving average. So a couple of things to tell you a little more definitive that the market is definitely in the correction mode. And one last thing is looking at the VIX. You see a huge jump on the VIX, and it was actually kind of diverging as the market was going up. So was the VIX. So that was a little bit of a clue to tell you that the market is starting to show that bearish divergence with the VIX. So knowing that the market was due for some kind of a pullback, we managed to start taking some profit. We were telling our traders, our members, to start taking some profit because the market looked like it's hitting some kind of a top. One of the active positions that we had was in SOL, which we took some profit on Thursday when it had this huge run up. And then a few other stocks that were doing pretty well is AKRX, which actually went against the trend, went higher on some above average volume on Friday. And this is a stock that we are still holding. And PII right here, it's holding well against the Friday pullback. So a lot of stocks, this is why it's so important to pick these strong stocks, because they hold up well, and they're actually people who want to buy the stocks. So that's why they tend to stay afloat while the market is dropping. So this is what we do. We tend to send out these trade alerts to our members, and you can get a 30-day free trial. All you have to do is just send us an email, visit our website, send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to give you that 30-day free trial.